Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And Joel Embiid missed all of last season with an injury. Now that he's getting some action on the floor, Kenny, how do you see him developing?
Well, he's very fluid. You know, he's got great movement, gets up and down the floor for his size. You know, he's got really good footwork for a guy who's been sitting out that.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, and listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Great one out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Hubbard in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks put forth a nice effort. He ended with 11 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. It was just a solid outing for him and one that every coach likes to see.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? Yeah. And tries to achieve that through endorsements. You wonder if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
And the new beginning here, if you will, for Freak. Changed the front of his jersey, and he's looking to have a fresh start with his new team.
And, you know, that can be a bit of a whirlwind when you move from one team to another, Kevin, but Freak certainly has the talent to hopefully be able to work smoothly through it. He knows he's got to stay focused on the court, and he has shown the ability to do that.
Okafor gets the bucket.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
There's the pick. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Boston, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's the great one. He's got 25. Sullinger the screen. Down low. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Olynyk.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Thomas up top. Sullinger the screen. And Thomas, here we go. A shot by Sullinger, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight. The 76ers leading by 10. Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Thomas. What's the status, Doris?
Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Such a wide open look. And the 76ers lead by 10.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Thomas against Jackson. Passes it to the great one. Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Back to Thomas. Sullinger a screen on Jackson. There's the dish to Olynyk. Out to the right wing. Here's the great one. Guarded by Jackson. No good from the great one.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one. He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
And Thomas, here we go.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. Noel with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Okafor. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Okafor's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's the great one, covered by Okafor. Outside Jackson. Okafor sets the pick for Jackson. Kicks it to Noel. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Covington. Okafor, the pass to Covington. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's the great one, guarded by Jackson. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. And a new group in. So making a switch. Marshall's checked in. Celtics trail by 14. So on the floor for Philadelphia. On the wings, Roten and Grant. Embiid is out there with Carl Landry. And it's Marshall in at point guard. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Here's the great one. Clock at 6. In the corner, Crowder with it. Takes a 3. Good. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Embiid the screen. Now here's Roten, defended by Crowder. Grant gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Lee left side. He feeds it to Crowder. Picked by Lee. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and Embiid pulls it down.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 16.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Thomas passes to the great one. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Roten after the basket by Boston. Crowder with the steal. Here's the great one. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. The great one's got 12 points here in the second half. The 76ers leading by 12. Roten kicks to Landry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on David Lee.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Some changes for Boston. Sullinger comes in for Lee. And Bradley's subbed in for Crowder. Philadelphia also making some changes. Okafor's checked in, and Nerlens Noel subbed in for Jeremy Grant. Here's the great one. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
So far in the game for the great one, 31 points, and he hasn't wasted his chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, more than you'd expect from any other player. It's amazing how much time he spent there today.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Now here's Roten. There's a screen by Noel. Roten dishes to Covington. Here's Noel. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Roten. Okafor with the screen on Thomas. Here's Covington. Up and in on the layup. Covington's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
There's a screen. It's Bradley on the wing. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. And I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
And it's Okafor. That time on the assist from Roten. 20 points for Jahlil Okafor.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Sullinger. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Sullinger left side. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Roten with it. He's guarded by Thomas. Roten kicks to Okafor. He dishes it to Covington. Here's Caldwell Pope. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Pass to Hubbard. Outside Thomas. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
The 76ers leading by 10. Roten kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Okafor. Rebounded by the Great One. The Great One's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Celtics. They shoot again. Sullinger with the bucket, getting it done inside.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Noel. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
It's stolen by Bradley. Inside, here's the great one. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Shot is off. Good D by Sullinger. Celtics trail by 5. To the right side. Here's the great one. Okafor with the steal. Here's Covington. Poked away. Thomas with the ball. Outside for Sullinger. No good from outside. Philadelphia leading by 5. Jackson with it. Now Thomas defending. Here's Caldwell Pope. For 3, Covington. That's good. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. It's blocked. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
That's just a foolish mistake right there, guys.
Yeah, inexcusable. You just cannot allow that to happen.
The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. 76ers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. The feed now to Okafor. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 22 points for Jahlil Okafor.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Bradley. There's a screen by Noel. Over to the left wing. Covington. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Boston timeout call.
Celtics trail by 12. The pass to the great one. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
they've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Excellent.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken. I'm going to take him to the hole. He has a lot of tools, and I think he can do this more often. But consistency is something that he needs to develop.
Hey, listen, after a performance like that, though, Ernie, the focus is now on him. So he has to read defenses a little bit better tonight if he wants to cap that kind of performance again.
And we will wrap it up as we take you to courtside. Thank you for joining us.
The towering skyscrapers that surround Quincy Market in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And of course, Freak. We've seen him playing by instinct, still learning the playbook.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and he's very excited about getting a fresh start with his new team. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level.
And this team takes on an entirely different look when he's on the floor. I mean, you've got to believe it's going to improve them by leaps and bounds.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Stoudemire out there with Josh McRoberts. And it's Dragic in at the point. Now here's Sullinger. Here's the great one to the middle. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here we go. And the shot is good. Wade's got the opening bucket of the night here for Miami.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now, here's Wade. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Mick Roberts' shot is good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On defense, Miami outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
Here's Wade after Jared Sullinger's bucket. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Boston on D. It's a three-point game.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Thomas kicks to Zeller. Here's the great one. He's covered by Deng. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. Stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball, and the shot is good.